What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So I've been getting a lot of questions from people wondering, is Social Security and Medicare, are they going to be impacted if the US government shuts down in the next few weeks? Well, today I'm going to address that. But first, we have to talk about the possibility of a shutdown. What is it looking like and why? Now, before I get into all this, all I ask is if you enjoy these daily updates, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. Now, let's begin with why there's a chance of a shutdown. First off, just to be very clear, the US government continues to spend billions and billions of dollars, or in this case, they're about to spend roughly $1.5 trillion for the next fiscal year. This is actually turning into a fight because for many Democrats, they say $1.59 trillion is not enough. But then you have many Republicans that say $1.4 trillion, about 1.47, is more than enough. That's so much money. We shouldn't spend any more than that. Well, this is why the fight is starting, because Speaker Kevin McCarthy and President Biden, they agreed a few months back that they were going to accept the fact that spending $1.59 trillion was adequate for both parties. Now, some Republicans are saying that no, that's actually too much. So, that's why we're going to have this fight. The next issue is, where do we spend that money? Should we give more money to the Social Security Administration? Should we give more money to Medicare? Should we give more money to SNAP beneficiaries? Should we give more money to the military? Should money go to Ukraine or potentially to COVID? Because again, numbers are starting to increase. Well, that's where the fight is starting to continue. Now, here's something I can tell you. Some Republican members, they are really pushing Democrats. They're not only pushing Democrats, but they're also pushing Speaker Kevin McCarthy, who's in their own party. Listen to this. It says some GOP members want to end the weaponization of the Justice Department in exchange for their support on this matter. Another one says conservative Republicans, they are expected to really put an emphasis on repealing the Biden administration's progressive military policies on LGBTQ issues. Another report says House Republicans want to spend less, or $120 billion less than the Senate Republicans. Again, same party, but they have different views. We also have another report that says several hardliners in the GOP conference have called for any government spending deal to attach the party's border security package to it as well. And I'll get to that in just a minute because we have some pretty big things happening there. And a handful of Republicans say they'll only vote for a government funding bill if there are also impeachment proceedings for President Biden. That's where we're at. So, is there going to be some changes to Social Security and to Medicare and Medicaid as well because of a potential government shutdown? Yes, we are going to see some changes. Now, before I dive into some of these changes, one of the big ones right now regarding government funding is attaching the GOP's border security package to it. The reason why I'm saying this is one of the bigger ones is because we are getting some big cities like New York. Okay, we're getting there's still cities in Texas, cities in California and Florida, cities all across the United States where illegal immigrants have come in. They're taking away some benefits, okay, or taking away some of the money that's being paid into some of these different benefits, and they're getting that. I saw a report, actually a few different reports, all saying pretty much the same thing, that illegal immigrants coming into the United States are averaging about $200 to $2,500 per month in benefits because they're getting a place to live, they're getting food, they're getting health care, getting all these things. And some are saying that that has to stop because we cannot keep paying for other people or residents of other countries to come in illegally, and then we give them all these benefits. So, what does this mean for Social Security and for Medicare? Well, what I can tell you is when the U.S. government shuts down, and this is different than them hitting that debt ceiling, okay? This is government funding that we're talking about today. And when the U.S. government cannot, or the Congress can't agree on a way to fund the U.S. government, it shuts down certain agencies. But these are non-essential agencies. Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security are all essential. So as far as Social Security payments, your benefits will continue. As far as Medicare payments, your benefits will continue. Now here's where things get a little bit, iffy. As far as benefit verification, let's say you have to verify your income. You have to verify just your assets, right? If you have a benefit verification coming up and the U.S. government shuts down, you would not receive your benefits. They would just be done for now. Could you go and get them back in the future? Yes. But as far as getting that monthly payment, they would be delayed. Let's say you need a new Social Security card. Guess what? Card issuance would stop. That would be delayed as well. You'd have to wait. Okay? What I can tell you is that right now, essential programs are the ones that are going to be looked at. That's it. So as far as I can tell, some of the essential programs, again, Medicare, Social Security, TSA, right, there is still there. If you want to go through a border crossing, there's still going to be border agents there. They're not shutting down the borders. The U.S. Postal Service will continue to operate. Parks. If you want to go to a national park, well, chances are it could be closed. They could turn you away because they'll be closed down. Right? So there's some issues there. Now, here's one thing I just want to say. When it comes to the U.S. government funding bill, the issues that we're having right now, and this is coming from really the big one is the Department of Health and Human Services. Because according to the HHS, they are actually saying that they expect to furlough 40% of their workforce if they see the government shut down. So is this going to impact Medicare? Yes, a little bit. Will it impact Social Security? Again, a little bit. Because all these employees are likely just to be retained. But some that don't have an essential position would be let go. And so think about this for a second. And I didn't really understand this when I was first told this a year or 2 years ago. But somebody that works in the Social Security Administration office, they're saying that they actually had to, they were being asked to take out trash. They were being asked to do these other roles because a janitor, okay, anybody on the janitorial staff would have been furloughed because they were not deemed essential for the American people. Essential to the office, but not for the American people. So somebody like that, again, this was a year or 2 years ago, but this is what they're talking about was that we may have to go and do other roles, take on another thing. And if, let's say your Social Security agent is now taking out the trash and making copies and delivering mail to different desks, right? And again, I'm just throwing that one out there. But if they're doing all these other tasks, then are they taking time away from you where they could be on the phone answering your questions and helping you out to secure your benefits? The answer is yes. So that's where things are at right now. There's a lot of people that are speculating that the U.S. government is going to shut down. As of right now, there's a likelihood that we will, but as far as how this is going to impact people on Social Security and Medicare, it's not going to do a whole lot. It's the people that are just now trying to get in and receive benefits. Those are the ones that will see these delays. So that's what we know at this time. As always, as I know more, I promise I'll come back on and share all the latest news and updates. Again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.